EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. This ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the land. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. On first down, it's Beck. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Beck. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. And it's Jeremiah Love. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. from the gun. Here is Beck. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Come to the line now for 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Beck. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch in this one for the son of the Hall of Famer. And that is a 1st down.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Love. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
15 more yards.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
When you go out and invest in a
17-yard line.
young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground, and here's Love. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Love. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Love. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jeremiah Love. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. And this one caught along the sideline. They say already out of bounds. Wow. His throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield. So it'll be no catch and 2nd down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
gain on play brings up third down.
Hurts. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cody Simon.
The fourth down pass. Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
Throwing on first down. Beck. That's to the left side. Taken in by Harrison.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On the zone read, a give to Love. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they go to work on first and goal. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
And he'll take it on in. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, Arizona. Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Eagles 7.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's Goddard in motion. They'll pitch it to Barkley. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this is the conversation that surrounds the topic of running the ball in the NFL. Mike, if you're going to rely on scoring on 10, 11, 12-play drives and then fight it out in the red zone, there's a lot of pressure on that red zone offense. It's going to be very hard to accumulate a lot of points, but when you can be explosive, you can score from a ways out, that's the sign of the most impactful run game, and big-time play there.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Love. And he'll look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Play action, now it's Beck. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
3rd and 11 coming up. Out of the gun, Beck. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They're going to go. It's Beck. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
So now they'll pitch it out here. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Beck. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
To the outside, he's got Harrison. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They snap it to Beck. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's 4th down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Rolling to the left. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
He tried to remain a passer on the move about as long as he could. I thought for a minute there, Mike, that he was going to take off and try to pick up some yards with his legs, but instead he decides to just check down for a short pass and doesn't result in a whole lot.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. It is 3rd and 10. That's Goddard in motion. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and for the defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
On 1st down, Beck. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And that is incomplete. Couldn't connect with Trey McBride. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Beck. Oh, that one intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba.
Beck's pass intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Hurts. Open is the tight end, Eli Stowers. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
13 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
To throw, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
At the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Hurts. That is hard. And he's touchdown. They mark them just shy of the goal line. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Barkley, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Card's going to signal for their third and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here now, second down and goal. Saquon. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And the score remains level.
There's just no excuse for this one, Mike. At this level, from that distance, that's a kick you just have to have.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Beck. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for our Cardinals.
A first down throw for Beck. Airing one out for Bourne. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. He gets free inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, clearly, everything's gone wrong offensively these last couple drives. 2 pick sixes in a row, and you know you're not going to have a lot of time to get over it. You've got to just regroup, wipe the slate clean. You can go over it on Monday exactly what went wrong, but your team needs you to get in the huddle as the quarterback, look him in the eye and say, hey, we're moving on. I'm going to be a lot better, and let's go try to pull ourselves back into this game.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
This will be second down and 12. Hurts working in the pistol. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Beck. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Trying to keep the momentum going after the turnover. They have delivered with a quick 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here is Beck. At left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They get 14 on that hookup. It's an Arizona 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
2nd and 10. They'll go right here with Love. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Makes things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. A shotgun snap for Beck. Got his man at the 6.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Extra point now by Riley. It's up and through. And the Cardinals will even the score. It's now 21 all. go back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. To the outside, he's got Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the snap. Oh, the rush gets home, and down he goes. The decision to go for it backfires in a big way. They have turned it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
On the ground, it's Love. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Jeremiah Love. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals go up by 7. 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man here, and that's Lemons. How about the play there? Big yardage to get the 4th quarter started.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the counter with Barkley. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Hurts. That's the safety, Buda Baker. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
35, Eagles 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Inside the 30. And he will score. Game on. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for two.
The Eagles will set up for the two.
They'll try to pick this up with a run.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down. Back. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. It'll lead to a second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Out of the gun. Beck. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Harrison Jr. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick it up with Love.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They snap it to Beck. Oh, they get the takeaway they needed. It is intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Eagles.
And now this is just getting comical. I mean, at this point, I mean, you get one pick six, awesome. You get two, that's an unbelievable day. And then you wind up with three, and I think you just walk to the sideline and you just kind of laugh and say, I don't know if we're ever going to do this again. We might as well enjoy it while we can.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for two.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he will get into the end zone for two, and this game is tied.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
All
Philadelphia.
even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the ground, here is Love to begin this drive. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On second down, Beck. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Third and long, here is Beck. He's got his tight end, that's McBride. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a first down.
40-yard line.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. That's Goddard in motion. A run with Barkley. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
Adrian Taylor Emerson on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a second down.
Line.
Now Barkley, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. Talk things over before 3rd down. Hurts to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And this ball will be down on the other side of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Beck flush to his right. Now he'll run. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
That's good.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now, Beck. Down. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw it here on 2nd down is Beck. Moving outside the pocket. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
On 3rd down, Beck exiting the pocket right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a 1st.
So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.